thoughts with young people. I remind them that throughout the ages, it is young people who have changed their societies. If you look at any society, whether it is in the continent of Africa or Africa, it was young people.
Ooh, get here tonight.
Today, we do not give much meaning to history.
Ay,
But
I'm
if
here
you
tonight.
individuals who contributed to the struggle for independence in this country, and think of individuals such as Dedan Kimathi Washuri, ask yourself how old he
The
was.
only female we have.
Today, when you read about history,
Yes,
you
yes,
think
yes,
he was
I'm here
more
tonight.
old. Go further and invite you, go and read about Dedan Kimathi Washuri. Read about individuals who participated in the struggle for independence in the continent of Africa, outside of this country. If you don't mention the ones that you know, they were young, whether it was in Tanzania, it was a young Nyerere who came up with ideas, a young Mobote, a young Kaunda, a young Nkrumah, a young Sankara, and today, without much information, I see even in Matatus, a young Traore from Burkina. And we must ask ourselves as young people who are gathered here, why are we here? The other day, I listened to the minister.
Well, folks, good evening and welcome to today's edition of the Riverside Talk. We are here again with a fresh batch. We want to welcome you all here tonight. And in a very special way, welcome our only female panelist here tonight. The only thing is she didn't born. She only said she didn't born. Well, I want to say welcome to you all. In a due time, we will, get to know who all here tonight. But we are hoping to get our guests. We will be speaking to the lane administrator of the Statutory District, Mr. Mr. Nathan. Sorry. Nathan will be our guest here tonight, I'm told. I want to say welcome to you all. We're working out to get him back here so that we can start our conversation here tonight. Thank you all. Let's listen to Piero Lumumba.
For the time being in charge of the treasury in Kenya, talking about our GDP being 136 billion or thereabouts. That is what we produce, the 50 million of us in Kenya, 136 billion United States dollars. I do not know whether you have heard of a supermarket called Walmart. Walmart's earnings last year is 564 billion. It means that a supermarket in the United States of America generates more money than 50 million of it. And we are the 6th largest economy in the continent of Africa. Are we doing well? No, we are not. Today,
are we doing well? No, we are not. Piero Lumumba, one of my favorite men on the continent of Africa. He's always in the vanguard of pushing for Africa and African to wake up and tighten their belt. Well, folks, on a very special note, we want to say welcome to you all here tonight. It is a special edition of the Twa River online platform, the Riverside Talk. We are here again tonight with another edition. I want to say thank you to all of you watching live, following us. I want to say thanks for your time here tonight. Tonight, I am here with my the only female panelist we have. We will ask her to call her name. Good evening. You breaking, Sally? Can you hear me? All right, go off and come back. Hello? Your network is bad. Go off and come back. Or better still, yeah. Well, folks, I want to say thank you to you all for your time here tonight. It is the Twa River platform. I want to say thanks for your time on the show. We appreciate that. You know, I like Pierre Lumumba. It's me. Because all his speeches and what all he's talking about on the continent of Africa is for us the Africans to unite. You see the America we're talking about today is 50 states, all right? Like, let's just say you have Liberia, Ghana, Sierra Leone. All those places went together and said, we are one. We are one. And then we have the United States of America. That's what making it world superpower today. And this is the call from Pierre Lumumba to Africa that we are to unite. But is it possible? And will that be possible? Now the speech we were listening to was, given 6 months ago, and he was talking about it is the African youth that will liberate Africa. How true is it? Are we willing to liberate Africa? I see we have a lot of Pan-Africanist movement going here and there among the youth. But is it genuine? Will we actually liberate Africa? That is the question, and I hope somebody can, tap in their answers, and then we will work on that. I hope somebody will tap in there, and then we will work on that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, folks, we are here, and we are hoping to get our guest here tonight. The Land Commissioner of West Statutory District will be our guest here tonight. Mr. Nelson M. Jarvis will be our guest here tonight. Let's welcome to the show Sally Gibbons. Sally, good evening and welcome. If you hear me, we can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Good evening. Thank you, Ravi.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, your volume was kind of low, but
I hear you. I said, good evening. Thank you for
okay,
welcoming me.
that's good. Well,
Yes,
I
I'm
want to say
hearing you.
thank you. Okay, I can hear you. I want to say thank you for your time here tonight. It's been a while. Been the only female who's been on your back just to come on the show and thank God you are here. Maybe your presence will encourage the other ladies to join the platform too as well. But in a very special way, I want to say thank you for your time, and thank you very much. All right, folks, let's today something happened in Liberia. Come in 1 second. So in
Thank you
Liberia,
for coming.
go ahead. Sally, go ahead. So in Liberia today, our president, Joseph Newman Boyka, hosted a cabinet meeting, and this cabinet meeting was, held.
What the question?
Your line is so bad. I'm not getting you. You're coming in broken. I don't know what is your. If you're having internet problem, Tim, maybe you turn your camera off and then we can hear you. That's fine. So today the president hosted a cabinet retreat, and this retreat was chaired by he himself, and which I think is a good thing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the second time now hosting a cabinet retreat, and I think if a government of a country it is doing this, it also brings the momentum back to the people, and for me, I would say not just having a cabinet retreat, but equally so, it is time, like even his party chairman said, it is time to reshuffle. All right, it is time to reshuffle some of those government officials, change them around. If you fire, you fire. You bring on new people on board. If you don't want to, reshuffle people. I think that's the best way we can go about doing this. But for me, I'm very much impressed with the level in which the government is, heading. Is good. But there are things that we need to look at. And one of the things we will be talking about while we share with our guests to join is that, the lack of respect that exists among public officials. All right. And I think it is not, you see that the professionalism is lacking. And for me, and I would say as an individual, and to be to look as if we're looking at things holistically, I would say Liberians live in a culture where things are not the way they should be. We are in a culture where we focus so much on politics and lack the professional aspect. I am talking about the issue that transpired yesterday between the honorable senator and that of the RG of Liberia. I think the response from the honorable RG, or the outburst from the honorable RG, was unprofessional. As a security person, you get provoked. And that's why it's always good that you maintain professionalism. With no matter what, you do 1,000 goods, but once you make one mistake, that one mistake will overshadow the good you've done. And we can disagree. We can disagree professionally and not go a loggerhead with one another. All right? Let's disagree professionally. Then using, some languages that will not offer well. Yesterday, we were talking about the Nima saga on the show, but we didn't talk about the issue that transpired between our Koga and that of the RG, which I think, in my mind, There where the honorable, operate. That's his zone. He wants answer, right? But the issue of not having respect for one another, and we think that is okay politically, I think it is wrong. We are not, if we look at the past, right? If we look at the past, coming up to now, those of you folks that were born in the 70s and coming through along, we realize that these are precedents and incidents that led us to where we were back from 1989 up to early 2000. And if we are not having common respect for one another, and we're taking politics to be the sole orator of the day, folks, we will be doing, disservice to ourselves and that of our generation to come, because we will not be laying any legacy that the people that are coming after us will say this is what our forefathers or maybe people ahead of us did, because we are so much glued to this politics that sticks into our mind and not having regard for one another. Now I see the comments on social media where I see a lot of comments on social media where people are saying, oh, the honorable man is doing too much. The honorable man. Listen, let me take all of you minds back to when the Senator Koga was, hoping he declared his intention to contest. Let me take you guys mind back. If you look at Koga's style of politicking, he's a vocal person. All right. Koga is a person that never, may peace be to his ashes. The late Senator Johnson. All of you guys knew that Senator Johnson and Koga, when they're ready, they will fire one another. Y'all know what I mean? Koga will not take side, whether that my same brother here or that my uncle here. Koga ain't got time for that one. Once he do things, if you're not okay with him, he will say it straight. So for now, from that time coming up to now, if some of you folks don't really know who this man is, I want y'all to go by. Even do the campaign now, when the VP were campaigning for Koga, what did he tell you guys? Now there are two senators. We are fighting for two senators. The other one is a diplomatic man, but the other one is the most vocal man. Anyhow he comes, that's how he say it. So it should not be strange to us when Koga is speaking. We say, oh, the man is speaking out of hate. That's how Koga has been all through. Where were you people when Koga led the rebellions in the house that took Funati out of power? He was the chair, right? I'm giving you all this history for people to know that this man didn't just, start saying this today. That's his start of politicking. But does that always solve the issue? No. Do we have to tell him, do we have to talk to him to address issue professionally? Yes, we can offer our advices to him. He's a human. But we cannot say this man is this and allow insult to ring on him and then we say that's okay. Listen, no matter what and what is happening in our body politics today, specifically in Nima, what I can say to you people is that it is us, the youth, that are fueling this whole issue. But you put Koga here today, you put the honorable VP here today. Those 2 men, they will knock their bottle, their glasses, and Koga will tell you, say, John brother, this is what I don't like. And they will go by their business. But it is we, the supporters, that have found interest into bringing so much chaos and division into our body politics. Well, I want to say thank you to you all, sis. Helena Troll is watching, Victor, Cactus Lago is one of Beal is watching, and then Sally here is also here. Well, I want to say thank you to all of you. We appreciate you all for following this show. It is our own to our river. Let's make it work and let's get their attention. Now, let me welcome the sport to our ambassador, Honorable Franklin Miam and Tim Miam. Welcome to the show, Chief. Franklin, don't do that thing to me here tonight. Tell your internet to be straight. Don't do that thing to me here tonight, brother. Well, we will get him. But what I was driving at here is that we are building a habit that will embarrass us tomorrow. We are building a habit that if care is not taken, we, the current generation, will have serious issue tomorrow. Because we won't be laying any foundation that the people that are coming after us will be on. We will be, creating an avenue where we will say, you can do this and it is okay to do it. Let's be the change agent. Let's be the one to make peace. And the issue of the RG that I was speaking about earlier, the RGR, and he allowed his emotion to overshadow the professional work he's been doing. Franklin, good evening and welcome to the show.
Man.
Oh man, you and they are network team, man. I don't really know what to do today. Today a network team. Let's get to this evening. Nice.
It is, it is getting serious, and somehow I feel bad. I don't know what have I done to the internet like period that I was switch from Lone Star to Orange, from Orange to Lone. Maybe I need a better router that will help me. I think that what I will do.
Yeah, you're entering a better router, man.
Okay.
Yes, our guest.
Okay, thank you so much. I've been following what you are saying. Very, are doing something else.
Yeah, let's hear you.
So I've been following, and like you rightly said, we have different ways of expressing ourselves. For me, I don't want to call it politics. However, at certain level, you need to speak as a person that is in authority. In the case of our honorable Coker, I think when I was at his house, certain time when the by-election was coming, he mentioned that the VP has more power, and even the VP can have him arrested, can ask people to arrest him anytime he can be arrested. He acknowledged the power of the VP at the time, but I don't know why now that he is not acknowledging it, and he has become a very vocal in terms of, you getting me?
Yes.
Go back.
Yeah, you're friendly. Well, folks, want to say welcome to you all here tonight. It is the Troy River platform. Prince Paul. Thanks for following us from Campus City in my county. Folks, thanks for following, brother. We appreciate you at the Star River, and we want to say thank you all for following us, those of you that are watching live from Campus this evening. What we are saying here, okay, go ahead, you back.
Yeah, so yeah, as I was saying, during that time he acknowledged the power of the VP, but I don't know why now he's not acknowledging the power of the VP. And two, I can remember during the presidency of Ambassador George Manuel Weah, all angers were directed at him. But I don't know why now people not expressing their anger towards the current president, and instead they are talking to the vice president. Is the vice president in lead of the presidency? I said no. I want people to just be real to the issue and discuss it. I'm not saying they should insult President Buhari.
All right, so the point you raised, right, that about Koga acknowledged the power of the vice president. There's no doubt he acknowledged him a lot. Now, but what I've seen with this whole issue is that there is a bit of power struggle. There is a bit of power struggle, and that power struggle is within the India, and also there are folks with around the vice president who are ill advising the vice president. Let's be real. All right? There's no doubt. Honorable Kuhn is VP Kuhn is one of the funniest son of Nima, and people look up to him. And that's why always in my podcast, I always say this is what I always say to the public on the show. We kept on talking about Nima unity. We kept on talking about Nima unity, but there are, the unity that we, seeking for is still far from what we think it is. Because there are wounded soldiers in this whole thing. And to get the wounded soldiers on board, it does not require us bearing shoulder. It requires us going to them to bring them over. And that has been my core in this whole Nima unity thing. Now, with what the point Franklin was raising was that Honorable Koga acknowledged VP Kuhn. Now he has power. Now whenever if he decides to do anything, he can do at any time. But the reason now you see the outburst is that there is something going on. And what is going on is that people around the VP, some folks are ill advising him. If don't bring them man closer, you bring them man, that man will take the one from you, that man will, and for me, this is what I think is causing the problem within our circle. Another thing is that the supporters, especially the youth, are the main problem, are the genesis of the problem between Honorable Koga and that of the VP. You heard the VP say, I will not respond to any son of Nima. When he went to Grace Robier. Was that Grace Robier? When he went with Tingman the last time, I think Sikepa also. No, welcome to the show. Can you hear me? I mean, all of y'all, I don't know why y'all drink to them. Y'all go sell the phone and buy Wi-Fi. Maybe if you sell the phone and buy Wi-Fi, it will work. But in this whole saga, the VP is taking it very maturely. And another thing, one of the things that fueling this whole thing too is that, like I said, the supporters are the one that causing this whole problem too. Just of recent, see the post between Yeke Sekwi and that of Honorable Koga's daughter. Yeke posted, and it was that post that prompted Koga's daughter to step in, and now the word of words is between both of them. It's between both of them. So we, the supporters, are the one that causing problem between those guys. But if you say Koga here today and Paul, the honorable VP here today, the two of them will sit down and laugh and wake up and go about their business. We now that say we're supporting them are the people that are causing this whole problem, and especially the youth. We're not thinking tomorrow. We're not thinking of tomorrow. Say this is politics. It's seasonal. It comes and goes. Never, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Yeah, just joining. Yeah.
So, where is our guest?
I'm out there.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, I said thank you. Thank you. I just joining. Yeah, I was. Yeah, coming. I
All
just
right, no
reached
problem.
home. Yeah, yeah.
All right, Franklin, let's hear you end your thought. You were saying something earlier. Thanks for watching, Mr. Ahmed, man. Well, folks, it appears that our guest will not be here tonight. We are not seeing him, and there is no word as to if he will be here. But we want to sincerely apologize, and that's why I always don't want to keep people in suspense. But as it stands, we don't have a word yet from the guest, which is something that is not good. We are sorry for that, and we won't keep you guys waiting. That's why we get into our conversation here tonight. So now what I was speaking on earlier is about this whole saga in Nimba between our leaders and where our honorable senator was insulted yesterday. People are saying the RG was right, the honorable is, doing too much and this and that. What is your take on that?
Well, thank you so much. You know, these are things that usually, I'll say that usually goes on around here, and we actually pray that one of these days we will not experience it, because uh, these are leaders that we all depend on, and every time we see them going against each other, going on social media, saying things that is not even supposed to be said. You see, so like the honorable senator and the vice president, these are now our leader that I at the capital that everyone depends on from Nimba. Despite the representative and other people, these are the hierarchy of Nimba County. So these are people that we expect them to be very united and see how best the county will move forward. Because these are the people that are really in a high position. You can expect the vice president and the senator to be in that kind of a confusion, or that kind of a case. Then how you expect the country to go forward? So we actually need to see how best, because these people, we elected them, and then at times you will see them, they will come in unity. Sometimes they will be united, and then if issues occur, for them to go together and say, oh, let's see how best we discuss it, they will stop it. They will take the social media, radio, TV, Facebook, and other platform to go and start insulting each other, which of course is not supposed to be so. Yeah.
Which of course is not supposed to be done that way. Honorable Mayor, let's hear you. You end your talk. Franklin. Yeah, this man is Wi-Fi. Well, folks, if you are following us, this is the 12 River platform. We're sorry our guest didn't show. Well, at times disappointment comes. We should be open to that anytime. So that's why we are filling in the gap. And with this whole thing too, right? One of the things that keep playing on my mind is that our elders of Nima, no disrespect to them, no disrespect, but the habit of sitting down when things goes wrong before you call for order, I don't think it's right. Franklin, let's hear you. You were saying something today.
I think it's muted.
Is his network?
Yeah. So what you are saying pertaining to the elders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That these are other things that we can be saying. You see, when issue like this starts, sometimes other people will take side, and then sometimes if they not take side, they will sit and Wednesday. I don't know, they can be afraid or what. They are elders. So I think it's if issue like this is coming around, they should be very fast to enter in and see how best they can talk about. They will wait when go ahead and scatter before they start coming around calling out, which of course is late, and the leaders have said a lot to each other. So I think they really need to put force and see how best they will address this issue very fast. You get a lot of people to go deep, say a lot of things, then you start coming in now with words of unity or what.
So now here's the thing, and this is something I've been talking about here last week. The issue here is that I knew fully well my late uncle was an elder, and if it comes to our region right there, you have the late old man Sumtier, and other people were elders around our belt. Now, but if you have the entire elder on payroll, you pay them now, and we are not saying don't pay them, but to me, the elders are compromised. I will say that. No disrespect to them. They are compromised because if you will sit and wait when things fall before you come in to call to order, I don't think that's how it should be. All of the men can understand English. If they tell them, say, oh, children, if they can listen to radio, they understand exactly what is going on. We expect them whenever things start to, come up to say, hey, children, y'all hold on. What's going on there? But we don't see that happening. They will wait when things fall, then they want to come face it. It started with who? Koga since 2025, Koga and the VP. The fight saga. It dragged on for long before they stepped in. And after 79, it went down. Now, just of recent, right? Our pay was removed. The president has the full right to remove anybody and put somebody there at any time. That's his will and pleasure. But women was removed. You remove women and bring in another Nima in there. All right? Or Tingman.
Yeah.
I have been asking a question. Go to the entire Belgian Bear. How many ministers from Berry? From Berry, how many ministers from there? Women was a minister from there. He is not there. If you go to, if you sit by statutory district, you have, I know of one deputy minister, which is Hotel Masu, a labor ministry. And then you have director, Victor Purser. Now, I don't know whether there is any other minister around those areas, but women was removed. Nobody said anything until Wilmer voiced out his concern. He brought out that outburst, which took over social media for like a week. Now they say women should have been on the show, but then they said women should not speak to any media until he comes from Nima and the issue. And this is my call. If you call him on Rope to come to Nima, fine. If you want to actually settle the issue, do not do like behind the house judgment. The honorable VP, I also, and the two of you want to see your camp. The men get fine right there in Nima. Y'all go to the men fine, go sit down there and go handle the things. That let the two brothers sort out their differences and move on. But you can't call this man to come and talk to the man differently, and then you call the honorable man on the phone and talk to them. That is my problem with them. I say no disrespect to them, but let justice be done to all men. Let them not do things that we will see that they are compromised. If they're doing the right thing, we talk it. They should not sit down for things to go by before they step into it. You know, when it happens now, then some of our truth that are sitting here now will come on and say the way we want to say it. Because the entire elders of Nima. Okay, let's leave the VP Kum and Kogan. Bring in the superintendent, Manansu Kogan. You see, that's another story right there. These are things that we expect them to say, hey, hold up, Madam Superintendent, you the mother for the 2 minutes. You play the motherly role here. Play the motherly role here. Let's address these things as in our own house. But anything happen, you see the superintendent will come out and make her own remark. When this one happens, she will come out and make her own remark. Fine, we are in a free world, freedom of expression, we have all of that, but you the president of that county, governor, member. So we don't, for me, I don't expect her to be taking social media. Maybe she learned that style from Uncle Donald Trump because that baby too can fire on social media like crazy. So maybe she learned that style from Uncle Donald Trump. But for me, I would say my opinion is, as a leader, be slow to speak and be one to have solution to problem. You can't, add insult to injury. You can't. It will fuel the whole situation. But I think it requires all resetting and come back to a drawing board to work these things out. Let's hear it.
And then one thing about it, time will come, all of them will come say, let's Nima unite, let's Nima unite. We can always hear, let's Nima unite. And then after some time, go against each other. Actually, the superintendent issue, she's not supposed to be too that fast to be speaking. Especially one thing is they love social media too much. Actually, when it comes to issue like this, that's something that really need to be taken to the social media, because this place is not just for social media is not just for Nima County alone. Not all counties are in favor of Nema County. We all know that we have critics all around. We know that we have opposition all around. So not only people in your favor on the social media, every word that you say nowadays on social media, people take it very serious and in consideration. So if you have to take such a decision by going on social media with issues like this, it will at times it will also help yourself because so now you also kind of say, oh, let's vote for this person. The same person you talk about on social media, you also come and say, let's go with the person, and then somebody you said so and so things some years back or some days back. So our leaders actually need to be patient and very slow when talking on social media because people can capture it very fast and copy it. People can copy and be having it. So anytime you have to say something now, they will come out, question you now based on what you said. So they really need to be patient of what to say and see reason. They really need to find see reasons to addressing the kind of issues there. They really need to see how best if issue like this occur, how best they will come together, unite, and then discuss it. In our social media, this is Nimba. We always say let Nimba unite, let's Nimba unite. They themselves will say let Nimba unite.
So now Nima Unity will come there. Chris, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. My man, you muted. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay, it's a pleasure to be here tonight. And many thanks to you people for the wonderful work done. And you people are always doing here. So glad to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you too behind the scene with all the IT work.
Yeah.
How is India this morning?
Yeah, India is cool and kind, and we give God of glory. We're here good. Even though it's very hard, but we just need to find way. As a man, you just have to struggle before you be successful. So everything
So
is God of glory.
y'all can solid GB there.
Even as we speak, a very hour like you tested me was the time we were swallowing. My brother who hailed from Sango Play, he prepared GB, real Liberia GB. Nimakane. He was swallowing, yeah, after he tested me.
Where
All
where you
right.
get it from?
Yeah, they can sell that thing in here. Everything here.
uh
Let's come back, gentlemen. You know, I call it. Now, when you said something, and if you've been following the show, I've been saying it over and over. We're talking about Nima unity, right?
mm-hmm.
We are not near Nima unity. We're not near that. We're just saying it in our mouth. And I think if we are to, be serious about the entire Nima unity thing, it requires extensive work. It requires reaching out to the people who are not happy. It requires getting, the wounded soldier that I call them. Now, I have seen some, I know it's just a social media thing, but I have seen some, posts from somebody saying correlation to go against our nephew. And on that post, they have Senator Koga there, Manaide Gongro Way, Garrison Yeru on that post. Right? I know it's just a social media thing. But on a very serious note, those people have followers who believes in them.
Yeah.
They have extensive group of people that believe in them, no matter what. We should not just sit and say, oh yeah, we got a vice presidency. Now, since we had a vice presidency, that's fine. Let us not pay attention to the other people. At the end of the day, we all unite. Once our Belede party is there, CMC is moving strong. Councillor Tiaun Gongro is still in active, he's still in politics. We don't know what will happen comes 2029. Nima County is being, used by outside politicians. When I say outside, I'm talking about party that does not have a root in Nimba, like CDC. CDC is not Nimba-based party. CDC is in Nimba, but it is not Nimba-based party. That's what I said, does not have a root in Nimba. They are feuding, this whole situation to go wayward, so they say, yeah, we got ground. But the people that surrounds the vice president are not, looking at it in that manner. Say, let's bring on. Listen, Koga got people. I know Koga, at the end of the day, this is the man that rejected 200,000 with brand new pickup to campaign. He said, I will stand by this. Now, Garrison Yelu has a belt. He have, let's say, the entire, he have people that believe in him within that small belt and that of the belt. He didn't go away, have strong roots in the mountain belt. These are people with I'm not saying the vice president and he did not in good time. I don't know what's the relationship between them now. I don't know. But what I'm saying is there are people with base. If we are serious about this quote-unquote Nima unity, it means we have to start our groundwork, reaching out to those people, and let us not wait comes 2028 or early 2029, we start to capture those people, which will be later, one will call or 2 late for study. Chris, let's hear you. I know you've been following the show. What is your take about what is happening in Nima County with our people?
It is true. What all is going on, we hear and always watching on social media. Or the issue between Senator Koga and that VP, Kiamayakun, they have issue between them. Within these issues is our elder. They are the ones who have to go call them, sit with them, and try to make clarity and understand what really going on between them. But we are not seeing it. So when they were Jekun speak, Senator Koga will talk. So for now, it's really becoming challenging. I don't know myself yesterday, I was watching, day before yesterday when he appeared on talk show. He appeared, we were watching live. So in my thinking, what really happening is what 17 is happening between Jekun and that Senator Koga. So our Nima County elders, the stakeholder has to go and sit with them and discuss the issues that are very happening, then try to make clarity on that. Because the way the whole issue is just going, all of them are just mute, nothing coming out. We are not hearing anything.
So one thing you should know is that the elders, right?
Yeah.
They don't step in when things happen. They step in. They don't step in before things happen. They step in when it has already happened. The first Rick Monroe that dragged on for a long between the Honorable Koga and that of the VP Kuhn, they never step in immediately. It took time before they could come in. Now, with this one, they are not saying anything. The only person that they have said something on his issue was on William Pitt. When William Pitt said the vice president asked him, quote unquote, asked his wife to cover up for Honorable Cooper. That was the time when the Asberg came out and said, oh, it was based on that they took William Pitt out of office and brought maternity Tima in office. That's the thing that William Pitt said now that it is bringing the elders. Honorable Pitt should have been here. He should have been one of our guests last week. But they put ban on him that he shouldn't speak to any media platform until he comes from Nima. So that's the issue. They're where we are. They don't speak when things are happening, but they speak after it has happened and gone wayward.
Becoming bad. It's actually becoming bad.
It's becoming very bad because exactly. So even as you see yesterday, why Gregory, the police RG, he insulted Senator Koga. So all those things they have to settle it because one issue between VP and Senator Koga, our fathers who they are the elder, the stakeholder have to go together. We get a lot of people in Nima, they can settle issue between them, but nothing like that. So if they come across our platform, they should please take that into consideration to talk to our honorable Senator Koga and Dollar VP.
Listen, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris. I always say no disrespect to our elder, but if I think they're taking pay their own salary, so they can't talk plenty. They know when they talk plenty, when they talk plenty, they will take them off the salary, so they want to talk.
No,
that's where I come, Franklin. Franklin, welcome to the show. Franklin, that time, yeah, you go.
Yeah, my internet is always reminding me. So as I was saying, our country is becoming highly political. People are no longer considering regional politics and they are no longer considering what someone had done for them or is doing for them. Uh, Even when Kuga was in studio that day, he said nobody should say that someone made him. It is an insult to his personality, and he was
Exactly.
made by God. Yes, we agree that God made all of us, but along the way, someone assisted you to reach a certain level. And he also referenced his help to Unity Party in 2023. We agree. These are all things that work together to support you. If you were to go against uh, the ruling party at the time, you won't have the chance, you won't be given the opportunity to serve. And one thing I think you should know too is, for me, I don't want to base the argument on Nimba, to only say Nimba is. Because we have people from Star East, we have people from the northern part, like Lofa, even though Nimba is a northern region as well. So we have people from different areas that supported Unity Party. And we have people from even that very Nimba that are against Unity Party. So I want us to consider the argument to be obeying authority, to be something that we will be able to look at, quote unquote, respecting one another in society. I'm not saying that Koga is not right to burst out his opinion because he is leading the country and he should be able to state fairly what his people need. Like what Senator Johnson.
Franklin.
Nowhere, Liberia, nowhere.
My man, your uncle need to sell his phone and buy internet on a serious note. Yeah, your uncle Wi-Fi internet kept giving him problem.
You were so frustrated. Our network is somehow here.
Yeah.
So if I were him, I would just turn my camera off and then just speak because the camera is maybe it's the one you carry that.
So Chris, listen to network.
Well, folks, want to say if you are following this is the Twa River platform, want to say thanks for following us here tonight. It is the Twa River, and we unfortunately our guests did not show up here tonight. We were to speak or be in conversation with the main administrator of the statutory district, Mr. Nelson M. Jarvis, but he didn't show. So we are sorry for that. And our other guest was banned by Nima County from speaking to public for now. We won't pay. But we'll still get him here. He will come here. He will come. We'll talk to him. No matter what. Nima County is getting interesting. The
Yeah,
argument Franklin brought on board, right? Mr. Mellon, we are not saying, hello, are you there? There
yeah.
we go. Yes, go ahead. You got the floor.
So I'm not saying that Koga should not be able to express his because he is one of also a leader. But all of these things we are doing, we should be able to do it with respect so that tomorrow we respect you. As I referenced earlier, that we are not country. We are just doing it for the good of the country that people will be able to develop those who are controlled. And I earlier said that something is puzzling me in this country nowadays because people are not targeting or President Wakai. When I say target, I don't say they should insult him, but they should be able to tell him what he is doing right or wrong. But anytime I see posts from Honorable Garrison Yelu, anytime I see posts from Koka, I see posts from Armstrong Gowaselako, I see posts from our brothers and sisters from Nimba, they are only hating at Honorable Kun. And I was telling police that why is this happening? Is it because they feel threatened that Kun is now the head of the country or second in command? Who is not the president yet, who is not controlling directly the national security or whatsoever we have, the resources, who is working under someone. And if you want to explain or discuss things, you should directly get to the president, discuss it. While Kun is there as assistant, Kun will only be able to make suggestions, but Kun will not 100% implement whatsoever that is to be done. If he says yes, has nothing to do. If he says no and the president says yes, Kun has nothing to do. So, with regards to what happened at the legislature between the IG and Koga, these are some respect yourself. You know, people will not respect you definitely. You need to be vocal, but at the same time, you should know how to address issue. When you are elder, you should be able to know how you discuss the issue. Being elder is that's why people used to talk to even Honorable Yeke Koluba when he was in the house. You have the space to discuss this issue. Why should you take it? You to
Oh man, this is bad. This is bad. So, Chris, while we are waiting, Frank to join, you know, there is over the past couple of your schoolmates or your fellow organization members. All right, he's back. Let's see if he will reconnect real quick. Well, folks, if you are following us, we are here tonight. It's the Twa River platform. Go ahead, Franklin.
so as I was saying, he made his very little boy talking to him, you talk loosely, and he started calling very shameful on our part, you know. It was not good for us as county that somebody will look at our senator and say you talk loosely, just like talking to a little child. That was not good. But however, it was our senator who made that to come to us. And again, another clarity that I was trying to provide here about his time he was contesting when he wanted to contest for the by-election. He made a statement that the vice president had all power that can arrest him anytime. That means that he was paying courtesy, he was respecting the vice president when he was about to get the election. And he said it was even people calling him to serve. Now, other people went to the vice president and told him that when he saw
Yes, man. This man is network. Yeah, so Chris, what I was saying is that over the past we've had the leadership of the NEMA student of India. We've been having them here. And I don't know whether you are aware of their upcoming program. I think it's July 18th on a Saturday.
Exactly.
So the issue of, and by the way, congratulations to you guys over the embassy thing. I know it's a good thing that now our advocacies and our talk, along with your national president, embassy will be in India pretty soon. That's good news for you guys. But the issue of the insecurity, how is it over there? Because I know the last time a girl, a citizen of Nima was beaten again. So I don't know how you guys cope with those insecurity.
Yeah, thank you. That is a brilliant question. You know, here, those Indian people, they don't love African, to be frank. They don't love African. So when any issue happen, you will see them when you go to station and tell these people, you people are now a citizen. They don't value outsider. It's only that certain they have time for. They value that certain more than outsider. Why police do this right to serve and protect? Then students fight each other, or how many people when you go to station they can tell you we don't have anything to do about that. They don't do anything about it. So it just make people not to feel unsatisfied. It just leave the issue because of nothing to do. Because once you go to police, they can even agree to go on a rescue. So in India here, we are not safe because of our way we live here by the security. We are not safe. So that's why we always been trying very hard so that we can get embassy so our life here can be safe a little bit. Because here government, they don't care for people. People only here after their money being, but they don't care for human being here. They don't value outsider, foreigner, nothing. They only value the citizen and that money they love.
Okay, yeah. We will come to that. Let's get back to Franklin. Franklin, you can end your talk if you're hearing us.
yes, so as I said earlier that when people went to VP Kun, according to the information in media landscape, that they wanted to deny Kun, I mean, Koga from contesting on MPRT. But the VP said to support you. And definitely what people told him is what is coming out now we are saying. I think it's not a good thing for us to act like that because a man told other people that you were going to support you to the fullest and you were not going to be the single guy that they knew way back. But for you to change dramatically is a bad thing. But he is also a good leader. We all need to work together. Our elders, our people, like what Chris was saying, need to call them and set them down and explain to them before we even get to political heat in our country. Thank you.
Are you there, Frank? All right, so folks, we are in conversation here tonight on the
Set
tour.
the honorable member. Yeah, are you getting me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I ended. Maybe the internet you didn't get me right. I
We
said
heard you. It's your
who
line. We heard you.
were able enough to support. Yeah, okay, okay.
Well, folks, we're here tonight. It's the Tua River platform, and unfortunately, our guest didn't show up, so we're sorry for that. We know we hear Matthew people of having guests today, but he didn't show up. Quote unquote network, Liberia network, is the likely cause of that, and we want to apologize to you guys for that. Now, Chris, the question that I asked, because we want to create this awareness to people that the issue of India, going to India because we Liberians want to travel by all means. And based on that, we realize that people are constantly engineering or maybe influencing people's decision to come to India.
Mhm.
And we've been, making our awareness on this platform so that people can be aware that it's not all about sending your child to India. India is a different country.
Exactly.
Everything there is different.
Mhm.
The documents that keep them over there, especially if your person is in school, the document that keeps them there, I think that it's been renewed every 4 months, right?
Yeah, every 4 months, you renew.
Every 4 months you renew this document. You gotta pay school fee. This person has to eat. But then we realize that some folks, engineers, will just lie to people in Liberia who come here and working. When you can work. And when people go there, they are stuck. They don't have ways or means of going back or completing what they went there for because of what people lie to them. And at the end of the day, they are just there, not going to school, but they are just there. But India itself is hard. So we at times I bring this up so that the public can be aware. Somebody who is sitting in Boblo selling their cocoa to make an ends meet. Somebody who goes to Dogwatu every Friday to go buy, their little winter marketing and bring it. And then if their child is in places like India, like one of those students from Nimba was on the show the last time. She was a lady. She's a family of 10, 8 children, including the parents, right? And she's in India. Think of somebody that pays about $1,000 for tuition, house rent, got to go to transportation and eat all of that. Among 8 children, and the other children goes to college or university in Liberia. Just think of that. So it put unnecessary financial burden on the parents. And that's what we are trying to say. Do not just listen to the noise that people say, oh, they got scholarship, they got this and that. Those things are meant to draw your attention. I stand to be corrected. I'm making my research to see whether with this issue in India, how is Rwanda? But I think Rwanda is far more better when it comes to, or compared to India, the way in which our students are treated or what they go through in India. That's why I asked those questions, because we've been talking about it here over and over. And we want to continue to make this awareness to the public that if you are not financially strong, if you don't have financial capability, if your child come and say, I got scholarship to go to India, please investigate. You accept take phone and call that school. The school get number. Call them and find out, because people lie. People lie just to get their money.
Commission business.
Yeah.
Because of commission, yeah.
So it is the commission that people trust to get every day just to, lie to bring people on board, which I think it is not a good thing to do. Well, on this note, we will take a parting comment. If you have parting comments or any other thing you want to say, you can go ahead and say, and then we'll call it a day since our guest didn't show up.
Yeah, okay. Like what you just said on the issue of India, to our brothers and sisters who are in Liberia there or across Liberia, I want to come in India, and people are fooling you, telling you you have scholarship in India. to come and study. Don't never believe. There is nothing in India here called scholarship. There is nothing in India called scholarship. So anyone who willing to come India, you should not be fooled by somebody. If you're trying to come, maybe the person just trying to get commission from you. But there is nothing in there called scholarship. So my brother, my sister, don't believe someone tell you has scholarship in India, you believe it. Nothing like that. India is very hard. Like you're talking about Uganda. Every time I spoke with one of my friends in Uganda, I said, my man, I want to contribute very high. He said, yeah. He said, brother, I want football. Little bit, I want a little bit different because like every day you people renew document after 3 months, 4 months without renew, you find you say, I want a little bit like that because India here is very tough. And those India, they love too much of money. Everything in India here are money. Without money, you cannot do anything. Everything they're doing here are money. Leafy, fan, leafy, fan. Finding people. So nothing in India here that is free. So our brothers and sisters who are watching our life, don't be disturbed by someone. Someone should not lie to you. Tell you have a scholarship in India, you believe. Don't never believe that. So anyone who tell you, they are lying to you. So there is nothing in there called scholarship. Everything here is money. Without money, you cannot survive in India. So we don't work here, nothing. You go to college from Monday up to Sunday because we go to college from Monday to Saturday. You go in the morning by 8, you return by 4:30, not 5:30 in the evening. So there is nothing here called scholarship. So it should not be you may leave by somebody. So still thank you. That's my party comment.
Yeah, Craig, thank you. It's good that I always say you hear from the horse's mouth themselves because people who don't understand would just think that we don't want for them to travel or we don't want for them to be to where you guys are. But
Exactly.
the fact here is that if you want to go to those places, you yourself make your research. Now, let's take for example, if I call somebody in Liberia and say, oh, I got scholarship to go to India, it's 50% tuition. You will pay 50%, the school will pay your 50%. The understanding there is different. Right?
Exactly.
Tuition, the tuition there, some is I call it 1,000, and some is 750.
Yeah.
This 1,000, which means you will have to pay in 1 year time, you pay $2,000 for school fee. The 750 in 1 year time, you pay 1,500 for school fee. That's not all the expensive. Now, let's say if your tuition is 1,000, and I tell you, oh, when you come, you get. In fact, they already did a deduction. Your tuition is 1,500. Then they say it's 1,000. They are already taking the $500 from there. Then they say 1,000. Now, the money that you want to pay, when you pay that money, they tell you say 50%. Because most people, some people think that when they say 50% is every semester you will get a 50% off. That's not true.
Nothing.
The money you want to pay, the first money you pay, the person that carrying you there get commission. Let's say I was successful to convince about 2-3 persons to come to India. Maybe their tuition is 1,000, and at 3,000 right there. Out of that 3,000, myself right here, I get 1,500 and 3,000. Or maybe I get $1,000 in the 3,000. The
500 be deducted.
yeah, the other one goes to the school.
Yeah.
So now, just tell me, if I am successful to convince people to their extent and then they join me there, now when you get there, you see the reality, now you get stuck. If you don't have stable financial backing, that's how you see other people are there today, not not going to school, but they're just roaming around. They can't come back, document expire, they hiding from one
Yeah.
end to another so that they can just, cover themselves. Second
Yeah.
of all, this place is very hard,
Mm-hmm.
very, very hard. Everything in our country you buy.
You buy nothing free.
Once the people they don't even have to know that how you speak, but your skin, they know you're not part of them.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody told me, common thing in paracetamol, the price for African students is different.
Different. Hmm.
That's
Different.
about we have Indians in Liberia. How many of them that will come to our shop and then we say, oh, because you're Indian, your price is this. That's it.
Nothing.
Paracetamol is sold for maybe $50, and the person came. You tell the person, okay, your paracetamol is $75. They're forced to buy it. These are things that people go through in India. So we are just letting the public know that, hey, we're not saying don't send your relative, don't send your child to India. But before you do, don't be misled by somebody telling you we get scholarship, I got organization, I do this, I do that. We still have a lot of folks who are down there without concrete document, they are not going to school, they school away for there is no money. They got stopped. And we want, if you are strong to send your financial, you have a strong financial backing. If you can send somebody there, fine. But if you don't, you're selling your beta ball, you're selling your Gorbachev market, your child come and say, I got this opportunity, please do your investigation. Because that person is being fooled in our Liberian way to come there. When they get there, they can't withdraw now because they're already in the water. They too now will be fighting to bring somebody there too so they can get their own permission because they work for the school. So that's all we say. Do your groundwork before you see them come there. And myself, if I knew before, I'm going to send my son to Rwanda instead of India.
Yeah.
Because the system is quite, difficult.
Yeah, and still are coming in. Like common thing, I don't know how those people in the system look. Because common thing, they just look like the same way we can write what's in Liberia. And the same way they write it here. They will prepare, they can prepare the booklet in MS Word. We are 36 pages. They want to prepare MS Word. They will give you that kind of booklet to write on. And when they ask you what they say, you got to define signs, who describe a sign, the definition, and everything about sign. So the study here is not easy, very tough. That's why you see many people come here and face challenges because of those people. Their PTU here is very challenging. Time for PTU, people can study home, people can rehearse their body because when you rehearse it, just go there. You get a used in classroom before. Because test time, you people can be made sure they can change people. Like you are doing BCA. Someone who doing master will stay with you. And the person who doing master, maybe will be doing like law. You check on the point paper, that question different from your own. Your own classmate, you see someone standing far away, 3 distance from you. You don't even know where to check. Or sometimes when you use on paper like you writing, some go away from you, that's area you stop. So these are some things we face challenges with here.
Yeah, the way our education system is built that way. And that's why you realize that most of their children, they are into medicine and technology because they're where they make their money. The education system is very strong. It's built that way. No doubt about it. They have a very good education system. But the issue now is the environment is not a friendly environment. We Liberians, we are friendly, we are open arms, but it's not into other places. And the main problem we are trying to, provide that awareness to the public is that the way in which people think or the information that people receive back home is quite different from the reality on ground. And that's why we're trying to open our avenue for people to, understand that part. So we will continue to talk about it, and we will, continue to provide our awareness so that people can understand what we actually talking about. Well, I know it's about not at 4 a.m. your time. If you can go to bed, that's fine.
No, for me, I'm here going because our 1 month training, we only had 3 days now to complete. So I was just going through my project. We only have
Yeah,
2 months.
go ahead and do your project.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you for
that's
your time here tonight. Well, folks, want to say thank you for being here tonight. It is the Trois River platform. And while all we're saying here, we are not trying to bomb off anybody, and we are not trying to discourage people, but we are trying to provide awareness on issues that affect our communities and that of this. So that is the issue we are trying to erase here. Let's take our brothers from Nima, our Nima tradition, and then we will come back, again.
Oh, okay.
Well, that is our brothers from Trois River. They hail from Bear Bleu. CK Bassa
Yeah.
is group.
Yeah, I was making research on that how to post video on the screen and that photo on the screen. So get
Yeah,
that to yeah,
we will talk after the show.
yeah.
So well, folks, it is Nima and it's Liberia, and that's what we were talking about here tonight. We are not, our core here is for our leaders to be, at peace, our country to be at peace. And I think it's important that if we are not seeing it in our leaders, we, the younger generation that are hoping to step into their footprint, should be the one to do that. Instead of castigating, causing more fire into the issue, let us be the one to discuss, address constructively, and dialogue among ourselves. That's how society is built. The too much of this politics that have, overshadowed us is becoming an issue. And I think it's important that we, as an individual citizens, supporters of those two leaders, disarm. Let me put it that way. Let's disarm.
Yeah.
Let's be the one to initiate peace, even down to our superintendent. Let's disarm. All of us disarm. You should be the one telling us, hey, hold on, Terry, hold on. Y'all hold on. Let's everything slow down. So our leaders, you can't be there too and join us, the children. You the whole man for us. When you join us, then what we will do? And I think ROVP, you are loved by many people in the country. Your style of politicking is different. But there are people you have around you who are feeding you with negative things. And if we are actually serious about this unity, it means we all got to disarm and reach out to the people that are wounded, the people that are hurt. Let's reach out to them and bring them back home. Let us not wait when we get to 2028, 2029, then we'll start getting friendly with people now. Listen, CDC is working undercover. 90 undercover. CDC is working tirelessly to dismantle NEMA, but they will not succeed. CDC is working to, bring Koga on board, and that would be the worst mistake on a very serious note. We all saw the rigmarole between former Vice President Joe Howard Taylor and that of the former President George Weah. People closer to George Weah were feeding negative information to the president about the vice president. And at a certain point in time, the relationship was not cordial. The vice president was not real, she said it. The relationship was not cordial. It was glaring. So, for the honorable senator to even accept and say, I'm just saying something, I'm not saying he accept, but I'm just saying something. If he even accept to say, yes, I'll be a vice president of CDC, and go for, if they are fortunate enough to win election, that same friction will come back to play. Because sedition will say, that man, he that power business. That will not bring him closer. Mr. President, don't allow that man around you. And the same fight will start from there. So I think it's important now we do our how we settle our house and disarm, reach out to everybody that have been hurt one way or the other. Let's get them on board. That's the only way our boat or our ship will be packed. If not, we are fighting a losing battle. And at the end of the day, we'll be helter scatter in NEMA. Let us not just listen to the very few that are saying, oh, lead that thing, we got it. NEMA is under our control. You yourself been in politics for long. You know the game. So on this note, I want to say thank you to you all for your time here tonight. We are sorry for our guests not showing up. We are sorry for that disappointment comes, and we have to leave room for disappointment at times. So thank you all for your time, Chris. If you have your parting statement, you can. If not, then we'll call it a day and go off the show.
Yeah, my parting statement for now is many thanks to our follower who always following RiverSide Talk. So there's your platform. We are here to entertain you, so keep following. Here, we are here to help you, to bring you the untold stories and across the world. So keep following RiverSide Talk. Thank you for tonight.
Yeah, I think NEMA is also bereaved, and I want to say extend our condolences to the Tayo family. Dr. Tayo, a son of NEMA, who was residing in Ghana, passed on to glory yesterday or in the evening hour. Or I just say today, yeah, still today. Passed on to glory, and we want to say our condolences to the bereaved family, and also condolences to the former super of NEMA family on Rokokoi. I've seen the superintendent signing a book of condolence. I don't know whether tomorrow is the weight keeping or tonight, because I've seen the book is open. I'm sure tomorrow is the weight keeping. So our sincere condolences to them. They are all son of NEMA, and family people have lost their dear loved one. We want to extend our condolences to them as well.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that is it from our end. We're back to take our leave with the Star River. We will keep on trying our best And let me say it in an open manner. If you are a citizen of Trois River, specifically ladies, don't be shy. We need we need the presence of women on this show. Our doors are open to all of you, ladies who wants to come and join us. Nobody listen. This thing here, nobody go to special school for it. Don't be shy. All right, we learn gradually. So, if any of you are listening to me, our ladies from Trois River, even if you are not from Trois River but you want to be part, our door is open. We need the presence of women on the show. We don't just want to be all men and not be inclusive. So our door is open. Come and join us. Let's build a platform together. Thank you all. God's willing, we will see you guys. As Charles Taylor always say, God's willing, we'll see you.
Okay.
Let's take our brothers. Let them take us.
Okay. So
All right, Daniel will win. Now you know. Bye from my end. God's willing, see you all tomorrow. It's Trois River.
Yeah.
We'll be back next time. Bye-bye.
Okay.